Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's been a while. Good news, good news, good news. The mass was non-cancerous. Thank you, God. I have been kind of soaking all of that good news in, because as with life, you get good news and then some more crap piles on it, and it's just like, really? So this was kind of involving my granddaughter. Yesterday we were at Duke Hospital, and it was relating to her kidneys. If you're following me on Facebook, we got a good clean bill of health for her and her kidneys. So that is a weight off of my shoulders, weight off of her parents' shoulders. So there's that. Abby, Abby or Zach, probably Abby. Zach is in his gaming era. Will pick out the. I've already put the names submitted for the Sigma warm neutrals. What did I say? Naturals? Warm neutrals palette. This one's, of course, mine. Warm neutrals. This one's mine, but you will be winning a brand new one. So those names are already in the little bucket to pull from. So I'm going to be letting Abigail do that. So this weekend, I signed up for this Allure beauty box. I got an email and it was like, oh, get, and get a Fenty blush. I think it was $10.98 or $11.98. Honestly, I forgot I done it. But checked my mail today and it's not been opened. This part was torn off, and can we hear it? Sealed. I've not opened it, not cut the tape, any of that. So we're gonna do it together. I was like, I want to document this in case anything is broken. I can send them this portion of the video. Okay. I hope nothing's broken in here, but I have a feeling that it is, because the way it sounded. It did not sound like there was any protection in there at all. So let's unbox it and see what we got. Okay. Comes this, a single piece of that, and those are the products. These look like to be some samples, so let's go through them and see what I got, and if I'm going to keep this subscription up. Alright, I gotta put my spectacles on. Alrighty. First thing, I got a Wow Raise the Root Thicken and Lift Spray. The cure for flat hair. And it's height and volume without diluting color, without dulling color. That sounds extremely promising. I have heard of this brand. I don't really need my color to be dulled. This is all natural. And I absolutely, definitely need some volume. So I'm anxious to try that. We got a collagen firming Babor Ampule concentrates. Looks like there's one in there. It is for aging, mature skin, loss of collagen, plumping, smoothing, elasticity. So we've got that. That's the little ampule. You don't get any results with one little thingy, but it's there. There's a coupon for Factor 8 pounds lighter in 8 weeks. So I will not be using that, but I will put this up there, and see some codes. You can screenshot it if you'd like. Hey, I wanted to pop this in here again. I put the code for that little $200 off that came in the Allure box. That is, they put that, I guess, in every box. It is not, they don't know who I am. There is not a special code for me in particular. So if that's something you're interested in, and go for it. It is, again, it is of no promotional incentive for me whatsoever. So I felt like I needed to make that clear. So at any rate, all right. There is an Eva NYC hydrating shampoo and conditioner, little samples. I do like these little things. I keep them in a drawer, and I kind of put them in, you know, travel bags. Then we got, I'm assuming these are the actual, along with this, these are the actual items that come in the box. So this is an Elemis Peptide Plumping Pillow Facial. This is the Hydrating Sleep Mask. Advanced Skincare. I do enjoy the Elemis brand. I actually use their night cream every single night. I do enjoy them. Then we got a COLABS PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze and Lip Gloss in the shade Guava. Let's look at this. I think this box was $10.98, a little bit more, but, and ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. It looks like that the only powder is going to be the Fenty blush. So let's see. It is raining. We're supposed to get rain the rest of the week. Heavy rain. It's not heavy raining now. I like this. I don't have any COLABS since the new, I don't want to say formulation. I don't have anything. This is the first thing I've got from COLABS since they started selling at Sephora. Everything when I got COLABS, it was when they sold at, on Amazon. So, and I do enjoy it. So, that's pretty nice. That feels very soft. So, happy about that. And then this, I'm going to put my glasses back up. No, I'm going to need them. This is a Sology. This is a passion fruit refining lip scrub. Okay, and it comes like that. That was not what I was expecting a lip scrub to look like. Oh, it's sealed. But it's nice, because most lip scrubs, do I have mine up here, or did I move it by my... Most lip scrubs come in tubes like this. This one happens to be one I use currently. It's from Joa. They come in a pot you know, you dig it out and you rub it on your lips. This seems to be where you can squirt it, you know, and deal with it. So, looking forward to trying that. This looks obviously to be full size. And then we got, oh, I did remember this, the Fenty Beauty fragrance. Let's see. Pretty packaging. Pretty amber color. Oh, that sounds amazing. I mean, yeah, this is literally too small. I can't, there's no way I can read this. It just says Fenty Beauty over the whole box. Just like that. But, and that's what it looks like. But it's, yeah, I mean, well, no, Fenty. Eau Parfum. It smells, it's got a very sweet smell initially. Oh, it smells so good. Gosh. Okay. I'm going to put this right there because that's going in my purse. And the last thing, which I'm fingers crossed, this is not busted up, is the Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blush. I do not have a Fenty powder blush or a Fenty powder highlighter. The only Fenty I have is a Fenty highlighter. Oh, this is the new ones. These are this is in the shade Petal Poppin'. So, fingers crossed. Look at there, it's not broken. It, in the defense, it was very secured in the box. It was secured like that, and then again in this box. So while it was shaking around, it was still quite protected. Let's see. That's pretty. That's pretty. I don't have any makeup on. But, let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. This is way too much. Okay. So I'm going to really kick this off. But you know, how do you know until you try? But the one dip, the kickoff, and you can still see it on the brush. And I mean, this is bare skin. That's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. I was worried it was going to be too much. Nope. It's pretty. All right. I'm very, very happy with this box. Very happy. Now, let's look at the prices on this stuff. Okay. All but the Fenty can't give a price on that. Let's see. So, the Feeling Flush powder was free, but it was $28. Okay. The House Labs lip glaze. This is full size as well. This is $26. The Elemis, a full size is 50 ml. So, and we got 15 mLs. So, a full size is $75. Okay. Put that in there. The Wow, the full size of a Wow is 150 milliliters for $24, and we got 50 milliliters. $24 for 150. We got 50, so not very expensive. And there are promo codes in here should you want to buy any of these. Well, let's see. There's a promo code for this. There's not one for House. There's not one for Elemis. There's not one for Fenty. There is for the Wow. The Aceology Passion Fruit Refining Lip Scrub. This is full size for $29. And there is no coupons for this. Let's see. Let's see. It even just gives you prices on the samples that you got. The Vabor Collagen Firming Ampules. These, let's see. Okay. Retail price. Okay. So it's 50, 46, or 35 for 14 ml. 2 ml is included in the box. I'm assuming this kind of goes up with the price. And you get 2 ml included in the box. You get this at Nordstrom. Then you do get a promo code for this. You get 20% off your purchase on the Babor.com website. Use the code Allure20. And then, so yeah, this is, I guess you can see what it's going to do, smell like. Really not going to see a difference in it. The shampoos, $28 for 600 ml. And you get 20 ml included in the box. Yeah, and it's 10 ml per shampoo, 10 per conditioner. This is $28 for 600 ml. So, and I want to say that I've used these before. And it's not a bad price. It's shampoo and conditioner. It's pretty much, rinse lather or wet lather. Shampoo, conditioner. Y'all know what to do. But yeah, that was it. There's nothing in here about the perfume. So that was added bonus, I guess. But yeah, so this one looked to be, no, I guess this wasn't. They put the, I got a Happy Mother's Day little card in here, and it just looks like the They have a Allure Bloom and Brighten box. That's just what that says. So, at any rate, I'm glad nothing was broken, and I'm super happy with this box. Yeah, I mean, not just with this, but you know, with honestly with everything. You know, you got makeup, some hair stuff. Used to. I was like, I've got enough hair stuff. I don't need any of this stuff. You know, oh my, I was giving hair stuff to my mama, you know, my husband's children, or one of them. You know, it was just, I just had so much hair stuff because I was getting it from Ips, I was getting it from BoxyCharm. You know, at the time, my granddaughter was not, I mean, she was not old enough for any of this stuff. You know, she was still a toddler. You know, and with hair so long. Well, now, you know, her hair's, it's long now, but, you know, and so now, you know, we're able to incorporate a little bit more into her hair care routine. So, you know, she's able to utilize some of this. Oh, I got to tell y'all a funny story. So yesterday, we were at Duke. She had a urology appointment. Abby's kidneys were showing swollen on a ultrasound that she had to have done. Anyway, I'm not going to go into, you know, everything, because it's just a long story. Abby was kind of oblivious to, you know, all that was going on. She knew that, you know, she had to go see a few more doctors to see what was going on, and that she was allowed to take her water bottle. You know, at school they have not cups like this, but they were the kind that the top popped. Speaking of, hang on. They were allowed to have water. She was allowed to have water at her desk, so she could constantly drink. That was, you know, and this happened, this all went down in the last 2 months. And so, that, you know, that, it was just, Abby just knew that she could drink water. And and she had been allowed to wear pull-up the last few weeks. You know, her teacher, you know, my daughter asked her teacher, would it be okay? And you know, we're a small community, and her teacher said, absolutely. She said, I actually thought about that, but I didn't want to, you know, demean you or Abby by suggesting it, you know. And she was like, oh no. And she said, but I think that's a really good idea. I don't want Abby to get embarrassed. You know, long story short, we went to Duke yesterday to follow up on the battery of tests that they had ordered. They ordered them, but they were able to get them done here in our town so much quicker than they could there. So we went for the follow-up there today, you know. But the pediatricians here were sent the scans, and it still showed Abby had an enlarged kidney. So of course, you know, that's just devastating to hear. It's devastating to hear for, you know, my daughter and her husband. It's devastating to hear, you know, because there's so much family history renal wise, and so, you know, it skipped Abby's mom. It didn't skip Abby's aunt. I have two daughters. My parents are together. They have 2 children, myself and my brother. It got my brother and me. My mother's never had a stone, but my mother has chronic kidney disease. not affiliated, not, it's nothing to do with any of the things that we have going on. She was diagnosed about 2 years ago, and it had absolutely nothing to do with any of the stuff that the rest of us do. But so at any rate, so I went and, you know, and I asked the doctor, I said, listen, I need to know, you know, because this has affected my father, me, her younger sister starting at the age of 9. Is this something that is a possibility for Abby to, is she susceptible to these types of issues? You know, and I named the issues of, you know, what my dad has, I have, my younger daughter, and, you know, he was so kind, and, you know, he basically said that the criteria for the hereditary renal issues has, you know, it has changed over the years, and I definitely can see that, and that it would not be a bad idea to kind of stick to the dietary restrictions and kind of guidelines that we have to kind of stick to with, and kind of include Abby in there to just give a better shot, you know, of her not to being proactive in this. She may never, God willing, never, ever, ever experience a kidney stone or kidney crystals that form the stones, because she's a small body, and whereas a stone formed by crystals binding together, you know, it feels like 1,000 knives in someone of my size, my age, my body makeup. That feels, the crystals feel like that to a small body. Anyway, back to the funny part. As the doctor was examining her, well, as the PAs were first talking to Samantha, Abby came over, and my pocketbook happened to be open. The only lipstick I had in my pocketbook was, I had grabbed one of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. It happened to be on this. Let's see. It happened to be like right here, and I forgot where we were going. Oh, we were going to her dance recital of all places, and the other day, and I had it in my pocketbook, and I had a dress. I dressed up, and so I was like, oh crap, we were going out the door, and so I just randomly pulled one, got into the truck, and I'm smearing it on, and anyway, we're out the door. So that's what I had in my pocketbook. And Abby loves to go in my pocketbook, and she's like, Gaga, can I have some lip gloss? I said, just a little bit. So I just, you know, I took the tube, and I'm just grabbing one, and I went, you know, just barely touching it. Well, as I'm doing this, her doctor, one of the doctors was like, oh, aren't you so fancy? I thought, oh my God, because, you know, Charlotte Tilbury is, you know, the packaging is pretty unmistakable, you know. I was like, Jesus. So anyway, she's like, yes, my Gaga. Abby is, well, she was 50 kinds of extra at this appointment, y'all, because they were so good with her. Oh my gosh, they were. And so she was just like, yes, and my gaga. And she gave me this bracelet. Her daughter, when she said, okay, now I'm going to see you again in 6 months, but I have an assignment for you to do. She was like, okay. I'm being a little bossy today, but I'll listen. I'm like, who is this kid? And he goes, okay, well, that's part of your assignment. I need you to be the queen, the boss. I need you to drink plenty of water. And she's like, I can do that. I can definitely be the boss. You ask my gaga and my mama. My gaga always tells me I'm the queen. And my mama always tells me I'm extra. I'm like, oh my God, let me get out of this place. She was all kinds of she was just so funny. Anyway, we had us a good time. So that we had us a good time because we had gotten such good news, and I was so happy about that. But anyway, so that was my little funny story about going to get some good news that we all freaking needed, especially my daughter, because you know the hits just keep freaking hitting for this girl, and I just it breaks my heart sometimes. I just I am mentally in a much better place than I was. Some medicine changes have helped. I'm not afraid. I know that it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and I focused on many things other than makeup and Facebook and YouTube and well, really Facebook. I would get up there and make my little post and do my little updates, and that was there, left it, and to see the love and that I wasn't alone, especially with the biopsy. I saw so many of my family commented, and I even told Mama, I said, Mama, I had no idea that, so many of our family had this, She said, me either, Jenny. I said, man, we are a family of strong women. She said, that we are. That we are. So, on that note, I will leave you with this. Thank you. Thank you for all that you have sent. Thank you for the card. Kim, I've been meaning to, sit down and thank you. It meant so much to me. It is on my refrigerator. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But Ash, I will be sentimental Jenny, okay? I appreciate the texts and the and everything, my messages from my ladies. I love it. It meant the world to me. It got me through, believe it or not. It did. It did. It did. And it will never be forgotten. So, be beautiful, be kind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.